Hi.
They are the one extending.
Today they were meeting.
They have somebody ready to pay one method.
Hello, I think I see you on this thing.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Halo, how are you?
Fine,
Okay.
thank you. How are you?
Good, good.
Erica.
I'll give us a couple more minutes just if there's any more people coming in and we can get started.
Okay. Okay.
I have not been joined.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I don't know who that is.
I think it's Angela?
That's Angela.
Yes.
But can you see me?
No, we've
No,
lost
we
you.
can't see you.
Oh, why? Wait. Just 1 minute. Let me ask somebody to come and assist.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
Hi, Vikash.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Vikash.
Hi,
Good to see
Vikash.
you. Hi.
Mhm.
I think we have a couple more people coming in.
Ashna, check your mic out.
Um, Can you guys hear me properly now?
This is better now, yes.
Okay. That always happens.
But we can hear you properly even without you taking the mic close this time. We can hear you generally.
Yeah, I know. um,
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Chelsea was able to join. It's like 1 a.m. for her.
Wow.
Eh?
What time is it for you, Ashna?
For me, it's 10 in the morning, so it's not horrible.
Okay. No work today, no school today, or are you still in lockdown?
No, I have work, but I told them that I'll need an hour out. So yeah, I let them know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think we can get, oh, we still have people coming in. Never mind. Okay, I think I can get us started. So thank you everyone for joining our meeting this morning. I will start with the royal toast. So if you guys have a glass in your hand, please raise it. And we'd like to raise a toast to the President of the United Republic of Tanzania and to the Rotary Service above self. Cheers.
There's the president.
Great. And then I'm going to share my screen so we can go over the four-way test together. And for those of you who are new or don't know, as I read them, just repeat what I say.
Ashna, again, we can't hear you, Ashna. So just,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
yes, it is better. Yes. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I can hear you.
Let me know when you guys can see my screen. I'm going to share the four-way test with you.
Yes, we can see that.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So as I read it out, if you could just repeat after me, that would be great. So is it the truth?
Is it the
Is
truth?
it the truth?
Is it fair to all concerned?
Is it
Is
fair?
it fair to all concerned?
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
Will it build
Build goodwill and
better friendships?
And will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Will it
be
be
beneficial to all concerned?
Okay, great. Now I'm going to give a short introduction to our guest speaker today, Angela. Angela, thank you so much for joining us. And Chelsea, thank you so much for arranging this meeting for us. So a very brief introduction for Angela. She is a Tanzanian. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay.
Yes. We
Okay,
can't hear
great.
you, Ash.
You
We
can't
lost
hear
you.
me? Oh. Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Awesome. So, okay, so Angela is a lawyer by profession. She works as she's been working as a state attorney for 18 years and is currently in a private practice at Premier Attorneys. And the topic for today is going to be life changes and opportunities. So really excited to hear from you. Angela, if you'd like to take the floor.
Okay,
Hi.
hi. I'm
Hi.
Angela, and I'm a lawyer based here in Dar es Salaam, as Anash just introduced me. And I'm just going to discuss about a life full of changes and opportunities, just because since I left work, I found that it's challenging. I've found it's challenges that most people are going through, basically what I was going through. Oops, good. There's a bit of interruption there. Yeah. So basically, I'm just going to
Sorry,
discuss basically.
Angela, just one moment.
Oh,
Can everyone turn off their videos and mute themselves, please? Only listen to Angela then.
mute.
Yeah, we're muting everyone else. So.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because there's a bit of interruption. That's right. Hello.
Hey, we can hear you. I think we just all muted
okay.
ourselves to give you space.
Okay, so I can go on. Okay.
So you
So
can go on.
basically, I'm just going to talk about myself, just because I found that what happened to me is like relevant and applies to a lot of people. So like as Anash said, I worked as a state attorney for 18 years. It basically, that wasn't my, it wasn't what I set out to do. Initially, I was supposed to be there for like 5 years, and then I was supposed to have moved on because I always wanted to be in the private practice. But then I got there, became very comfortable. After 5 years, it's like everybody, because everybody knew I had wanted to shift. So everybody would go, Angela, it's 5 years. If you stay longer, you will not be able to leave, because you'll start to rise up the ranks. And then, you know, you start gunning for the top job, you know. So they're like, you better leave now. I didn't, of course. I got married, had kids. So it was like never the right time for me to leave. So early this year, I decided to move, to move on. It was not easy. You can imagine how surprised everybody was after 18 years of work. Nobody could believe I'd be bold enough to make that change or make that move. So that is basically where I'm coming from. It's like, I want to encourage people that change is possible at whatever time, because like I'm 45 now, and still I was bold enough to make this move. Everybody was scared for me. I was scared for me. I was used to a set salary. My life was basically set into a certain routine, set in a certain way. So what I'm doing now is basically, you know, I've gone into the unknown, and then you have, just as I'm leaving, COVID comes in. So you can imagine. But basically the gist of it all is that I want to encourage people that life is full of opportunities, very many different opportunities. It's never too late to move. We should all be able to chase after our dreams despite the outside influences, because you can imagine when I was leaving, I wouldn't even tell my parents because they wouldn't hear of it. So I had to move and then tell them after. But my story today is basically, the point is to just encourage everybody to go after what they initially set out to do in life, because we all have passions, we all have our, you know, gifts. I think it's important that we go out there, we explore them. As adults, I know we all have a lot of responsibilities, so it's sometimes difficult. You know, you a lot goes into your head, a lot goes into your mind, like what will happen to this, what will happen to this, what will happen to this. But I want to encourage everybody, there's a season for everything, and intuitively you always know when your time is over in a certain place, and we shouldn't be scared to move on. You know, we shouldn't be scared to move on. Time is precious. It doesn't wait for any of us. So we should always be ready to make the necessary changes required of us. Difficult as it is, and especially with outside pressures, outside influences, like I was saying, like you cannot tell your partner, you cannot tell your parents. I mean, everybody always has something to say. You know, everybody always has something to say about your life. But there's a lot of opportunities outside. Like I said, I left at a very difficult time. Just as I left, I think a month and a half later, the whole pandemic just blew up. So I would be lying if I said I wasn't fearful, I wasn't afraid, I wasn't scared. But I think I got to a point in my life where I thought, you know, I needed to push myself more. I thought I wasn't being fair to myself. I had a lot more potential that I needed to push. Just like I'm doing this today. This is not something I would usually have done, but I've decided, I've made a choice that I'm going to push, you know, push myself out of my comfort zone. I think we should, I'd like to encourage other people also, you know, to be bold, to go out there. There is a lot out there for all of us. There is enough for everybody. We shouldn't be afraid. Like, I could have easily given up. I mean, there is a law firm absolutely every, I think 100 yards, but still there, you know, I got out and I still get work. So basically, that is what it is. I would like to encourage, I think I was going for a more of an interactive space. So if people have questions, I think you can please feel free to ask, and we can move along in that way. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Hi,
Sorry,
Vikash.
Hi. Sorry, we hear you. Okay.
Hi.
I think, Angela, I think you really touched, the parts that go out and do it, no matter what age or, where you are. And
Yeah,
I think it's something I think we all really want to hear about it, no matter how many times, we sort of, we're always thinking about it, but, whether to make the move or not is always something. So I'm glad you sort of just brought it up and somebody else is there to now tell you, yes, it's okay to do it, like,
to do
and
it.
take that leap of faith and just, take it on. Yeah. So that was good. Thank
It's
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the whole point because I know, especially, I mean, for younger people, it's easier. But for those of us that have advanced, sometimes you feel like giving up because you're like, "Ah, I've got like for me, say I'd only have 15 more years to retire. So you're like, I've already done more than half, so you
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
give up. But I think it's we all deserve to go after our dreams and what we set out, initially when we're young and vibrant and, the whole world was ahead of us. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Great.
wanted to encourage others because I mean, I've been hearing a lot of it, since I left. Because
Right.
everybody's like, you gave up so much. How did you do it? How could you do it? But then, they would come back and they're like, given us food for thought. That is something I should look into as well. So, yeah,
No, no, that was great. I think so. Something for us to look into, definitely.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. And I agree. And I think that what you said felt really relevant to me as well. Even though like I'm 24, people consider that young,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I
agent.
consider I consider that I feel like I'm late in the game sometimes with certain
Yeah.
things. So
Yeah.
it was really encouraging to hear you say that you're
Yeah.
never too late to start something new or to try something different. So I
Yeah.
thought that was even relevant to me. um, so I guess my question, and I actually read something a couple of days ago about quitting, and it was
Yeah.
something about how um, like there's a misconception that if you quit, that means that you're weak at something or you don't really you're not good. A quitter has like a very negative connotation to it. People think that
Yeah.
you're giving up, but
You gave
actually
up
sometimes it's kind of like it's a good thing to recognize when it's a good time to quit and when to
to
ask
quit.
more from life and when you want to do more. So I guess my question to you is like, what was that turning point for you to realize like, okay, today is the day I make a decision to
I
move
think the
on and do
turning point
something.
for me was that I was not growing anymore. I was not growing anymore in any way. Like I had reached the bar. I was principal state attorney and I was on my third year of increment. Like I'm not progressing. So I could have made a choice to stay there long and hope, and hope that perhaps I'll make it to become judge, perhaps I'll become a permanent secretary, perhaps I'll become attorney general one day, perhaps, perhaps. But then I was like, in the meantime, I'm not growing, and I'm not learning anything new, you know. So I thought this would be a good time for me to move. Uh, that gave me the push, the extra nudge for me to make that move. The fact that I was not growing at all. Um, Career wise, it was no longer a challenge as much as it was a tough job. It was a tough job because I was in the contracts department. So it was a tough job. Um, Partly also I think I burnt out, I think as well. I mean, it was too much pressure, too much. I mean, and I had, to sustain it for 18 years was no joke in that department. It's a lot of work. Um, so I thought it was time for me to move on. I've a lot of training. I've taken everything I could have and given everything I could have given, to my country, so to speak. There was nothing more for me to give or take. And I thought at that point I needed to be bold, Something had to give, basically. Something had to give. It was me. Yeah.
I think Chelsea, did you have your hand up earlier? No. Oh, okay. Does anyone else have any questions? Hilu, go ahead.
Yeah. Angela, honestly, I just want to thank you for sharing with us.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. I just wanted to thank you for sharing with us because, you know, it's such a bold, such a brave move that I feel few can actually reach that realization that this is the right time, even for the reasons, you know, you could have just hung in there because you're comfortable, you've made it up the rank, you know, your family probably is comfortable, but to actually make that decision to now want to do more. It's not actually not want to do less, you want to do more because you wanted to develop. You felt like you've already given the country, you've already gained, now it's time for something new.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
Thank
Kudos
you.
to you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's not easy, and probably
not.
it was a bit of a shock when the whole pandemic broke out, and now you're like torn. You don't know whether you did the right thing or what, but I think you did. That was the right time. Even that period of just reflecting and you know, it depends on how you look at things.
Yes.
Because now you had time to reflect and maybe gather yourself and then align as to the new normal, you know.
Yeah.
And all the best in your new law firm and your endeavors.
You.
And I believe you only have so much more to offer now with the wealth of experience that you have, the passion to practice.
Yes.
And also do other things.
Exactly, because right now I have time.
There you go.
What I'm grateful for is time, more time with my family, because we did a lot of traveling. We were everywhere. So a bit more time for, you know, I'd carry work back home. I mean, it was hectic. So I'm grateful and I'm happy for the I get the time, you know, I'm to lay back a bit, and I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. And like you said, the pandemic gave me time to reflect. I had to reflect, to give me time. So that was nice in that way.
I also came from a corporate background, so I actually felt like you were talking to me, because I got to a point I got burnt out, and I think people don't realize that we all have a shelf life. I gave up and everybody thought, you are mad. How can you leave such a good job? But you see, it's not about what people say. It's about where you are and where you want to go. And you can do something new in another 5 years. You can do something else. I mean, it's all in our minds. I think sometimes we have that mental block. It's enough. That's it. And I'll just retire there. We shouldn't do that.
No, I don't think so.
Step out.
And especially because we get, I think we get comfortable. We get comfortable, like, you know, your family is comfortable and everything, and you're afraid of disturbing that ship, you know. But I think it's fair to be fair to ourselves. We all owe to chase after our dreams, and, you know, like we did when we were like leaving perhaps university or leaving school, you know. We all had dreams.
And it's so great that you've shared, because also you have the young Rotarians who are listening in. Never to feel like you're stuck or you have to stay where you are, or you know, anything has to hold you in that position. You can move at any time. You just have to plan. Sometimes even the plans don't go as planned.
Don't go as
okay.
It's
okay.
It's fine.
Thank you very much, Angela.
Thank you so much, Hilu.
Really
Thank
nice.
you. Yeah.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Does anyone else have any questions for Angela or anything you'd like to bring up?
Yes, I do. Firstly, thank you so much, Angela.
Thank you.
For your time and just the wisdom that you were able to share. Yeah, I just had a question, and I just
Yeah.
wanted to know, by any chance, at any point, was there a time when you started hesitating? And if so, why, and how did you deal with it?
Um, just before I left, I think yeah, you do hesitate. I would not be human if I didn't. I would not be human if I didn't. Fear, you get cold sweats at night, like, what am I going to do? What's going to happen? Um, but I prayed a lot. I'm a spiritual person, so I prayed a lot and believed in God and believed that everything, He would take care of everything, that everything will be okay. And so far, it has. It's fear of the unknown, and it's normal. It's normal, I think. Of course, your future is uncertain. Going into business, your future is uncertain. You're used to earning, like I said earlier, you're used to earning a set of salary. So um, uh, um, but I prayed over it. I had to pray over it, quite frankly, and believe in myself. I had to believe in myself. I had to gather myself, basically, and believe in myself. I had to. It was me and my God. So yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
amazing, amazing.
Yeah, but it's not easy. I would not lie. It's not easy. It was hard. It was a hard decision. Like I said, I was coming up to 20 years, so I was comfortable. I was used to that way of life, and yeah, so it was time for me to go. Wow.
Yeah, thanks, Angela. Another question I had for you was, so when you left your job and you decided to go on to a more like entrepreneurial path,
Yeah.
what was your, I don't know what the right term would be, but like risk management, like how did you manage the risks that you decided to take, like whether those were like financial risks or more emotional risks, like what were the steps that you took to take them, and were
So,
there any points where you decided to hold back on taking certain steps because of how you were viewing those risks?
cause I knew I wanted to live like honest, like seriously, um, about 3 years back. Yeah. But in government, it's advisable that you live like 15 years after, so you earn they call it pensionable. You retain your pension. So I had to wait for that. So after that, I realized I had to save money. So I had to save some money and put some money aside, that will carry me for a couple of, at least for a year, while I set myself up and um, planned. Luckily, my partner, she had already started, so that was nice. She had already started. She's somebody we used to work with. So she had been at it for about 5 years. Uh, so it was just for a bit of money for me, just so that I don't disturb my family and our family finances and that. Yeah, so I had to hedge myself that way.
I can't hear anything. Is there a technical problem?
Yeah, same here. Can't hear anything. Ash,
And neither can I.
Angela, I think we lost you, Angela.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
I'd lost you there, Bits, for a moment.
So we hear you now.
Yeah.
I think we lost Ashna.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Angela. We hear you now.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
We've lost Ashna, I think.
Ah,
Does anyone else have any questions for Angela?
Yes, I do.
Yes, Adeline, please.
Okay. Yes, Angela, thank you very much for your for sharing your
Thank you.
experience. Um, I'm really interested in what you'd advise the younger generation. For us in Rotary, we have our what do you call our clubs? These younger age clubs, like interactors from 12 to 18, and those who are like have completed their A levels and are in the university, and young professionals, Rotaractors, who are from, I think it's 18 to 30. And I'm somebody who's very passionate about mentoring these young, you know, Rotarian prospectives. So what is your advice to like somebody who's in their final year of university and is contemplating not becoming employed, wants to just graduate and go straight into the entrepreneur world? What is your advice?
Mm, I've never made. I wasn't no, an entrepreneur immediately, but I think it's always good to work, get a bit of work. It teaches, if nothing else, even just to write, like how to correspond, how to But you need training. I think you need training on how to run a business. You do need that. You need mentorship. If you could get a good mentor, somebody who's doing it, who's doing something similar to what you want to get into, I think it will be good, so that you can understudy them, or bounce your ideas off them. Ask for. I think we don't have much of that in Tanzania. It's not very developed to have a mentor and mentorship. Like, we need to do more, I think, in that area. But I think these days it's more doable. I think it's more doable now than it used to be, in that you have a lot of business owners. So, like I'm saying, I think the best way is to find a mentor. And I think more people are willing to do that now, which is good. So, for example, say if I was starting out and I wanted to run my own law firm as opposed to getting employed, um, I think it would be the thing to do would be to find an established lawyer. Yeah, somebody who's done and can explain, because it's different when you go to school and the actual situation on the ground and how to run the business, because you need to know how to do all these things. You need to know how to deal with going to the TRA. You need to. It's a lot of things. Yeah, running your own business. So, but a good thing would be to get a mentor. If you're going to go straight into business, you would need to find a mentor, somebody who's, um, especially if they're doing something similar to what you want to do. Yeah, or somebody who's just been successful. It was just generally perhaps a successful entrepreneur. I think, yeah, that would be the best way to start. You need somebody to bounce your idea. If others have done it, why reinvent the wheel in that way? Is my point, basically. Why reinvent the wheel? If somebody else has done it, they've made the mistakes. I don't think you have to go and repeat those mistakes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Make a very good Rotarian.
Assist you with that. I'm actually passionate about that these days. It's my new pet project, encouraging others.
Adeline, I was coming to that as well, that Angela would make a nice, good Rotarian, so something we would. We'll definitely connect with you, Angela. I think we'll get Chelsea to do that. And,
Okay.
We'd love to have you on board.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Thank you. It would be a pleasure and a privilege.
Right. Anybody else has any questions for Angela or any comment? You just need to unmute yourself. So sorry, Angela. So where exactly are you now?
Where am I?
Yeah.
Oh, right now I'm at home. Or what do you mean?
No. So you're not in Tanzania, right?
I am in Tanzania. I'm in Dar.
Oh, you're in Dar. Oh, perfect. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you moved. So I also thought you moved countries
No,
as well.
no,
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 no.
no, no. I'm in Dar.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, then we'll definitely catch you on because we'd love to have you on board as a Rotarian. So I will definitely connect with you.
Thank you. I'm in Dar.
Yeah, Dar. Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any
More questions?
Okay, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So Chelsea, you there? I don't know if she's still on there. Okay, I also see there's some new members here, some guests, Millicent, Prodi. I think there's some.
Yeah, so Millicent's my mom. And yeah, Prodi is a friend.
Okay, so can they just introduce them, Chelsea? If you just introduce your guests.
All right. We'll start with, I guess, Mom. Mom, do you want to introduce yourself? You would just have to unmute your mic. Mom. Or we could start with Prodi as we are waiting for Mom.
Right, not a problem. That's fine. So Chelsea, maybe would like to do a vote of thanks for Angela and. I think we've lost Ash.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, hi. My name is Prodi. I'm Chelsea's friend.
Hi, Prodi.
I actually do know Angela. Thank you, by the way, for the wisdom. I'm in
Oh.
my final year in law. Thank you for that. It really helped.
Yeah.
It's really helpful.
Yes, it is. So yeah, we all don't have it figured out. So go after what you believe in. Nobody has it figured out.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're most welcome.
Okay, I think I think we've also lost Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
We've lost her as well. Okay, can I ask Lena? Are you online, Lena?
I'm here, Vikash.
Okay, if you could please offer do a vote of thanks for Angela.
Okay, that's very sudden, but Angela, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here today.
You're most
and
welcome.
thank you for your words of wisdom. I was listening to you. I've gone through a similar story, but yeah, everything sounded very familiar. But yeah, it was very nice to have you put everything in words and inspiring also the new members of the club and the young ones, like you said. The millenniums, the Gen Zs and the Gen X.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Lena.
We really hope to see you at the E-Club.
Yeah. I'll be joining.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
Angela, we've got an event coming up on the 26th of September.
26th.
It's going to be a sip and paint event.
Okay.
So nice for you to come and attend that and also meet a few of us. And in the meantime, we'll try and connect with you as well. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. I will do that. 26th.
Where do you stay? Is it?
I'm in Mikocheni.
Oh, in Mikocheni. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, because Hilu is in Bezi, so not too far from you as well. So.
No.
So yeah, I think we're in Masaki, but yeah, we can all sort of try and get together or something.
Absolutely. That would be good. That would be great.
Thank you so much once again. And for Rotarians, we do a final toast to Rotary International.
Yes. Thank you.
Rotary world over.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Nice meeting you.
Bye-bye. Nice meeting you too.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.